as the Earth turns on its axis away from the bright, warm center of our solar system towards the vastness of space. We reach a point called the Midnight Nexus. It is where transmissions from the dark void of our universe are most easily intercepted. These transmissions seem to be coming from different worlds, alternate realities, and even the past and the future. Dark secrets and otherworldly tales have been pieced together and are presented to you here. Welcome to the Midnight Nexus.
I believe that there are certain human beings that are wired, probably by DNA, to be change agents, to enjoy change. In quiet times, people like me are considered eccentrics or village idiots or just out of touch because we're looking for change. But in a time like now, the last 15, 20, 30 years, this is the perfect environment, habitat for change agents.
Burning Bright by Randal W. Woten.
What I'm saying is, I can't catch on fire. I can't burn. My skin absorbs the heat, and I can expel it from my fingertips and the palms of my hands. Sometimes it exits my feet, and I can float. But yeah, I'm invulnerable to fire. I watch as my words bounce off my friends in the room. Two of the three faces staring back at me look amused. The other seems indifferent to my truth. I can't blame them for being skeptical. I have lied to them at every turn in my 14 years of knowing them. We're the group. The kids that grew up together. Video games every Saturday night. First beers in the woods by the baseball dugouts, chasing girls. We knew the secrets of our clique, and we kept them to ourselves. But once in a while, I would start a lie to entertain myself. I once told our group that our most goody two-shoes, obey the rules member Kenny felt up our most temperamental member Brandon's sister at an 8th grade dance. It was amusing for about 3 days. Then Brandon beat the shit out of Kenny. That's made for a long summer. We broke off into two groups, Brandon and myself, and Kenny and Richie. Richie worked a lot in this downtime. His mother was always trying to make ends meet, so he would pick up odd jobs all over town. This summer was boring, and it took me arranging a meetup for all of us and telling my truth to patch things up. Brandon never hit me for that one, but he damn well should have. Aw, fuck off, Ray. Nobody believes your bullshit. Richie took a long drag off his Camel smoke and shook his head. A few other groans and pants of disbelief were thrown my way, until Brandon hit me with the challenge. Prove it. Brandon took a smoke out of his pack as he spoke and quickly glanced around the garage. He sees a can of old heating oil and picks it up. Okay, guys, come on. Nobody is setting anybody on fire in the garage today. Kenny got up and lifted the garage door wide open, revealing the warm summer day. Outside, kids on bicycles hustle and bustle all around. Old men wash their cars, and women work in their flower beds. A slow summer day on the block. If you really have this power, Ray, why are we just now hearing about it? You run your goddamn mouth so much, you think we would have heard this story by now, if it's fucking true. Richie said, lighting his smoke and walking circles around the piles of junk in the garage to step outside. Guys, look, I was playing with my Pop's Zippo late one night. I spilled some fluid on my shirt. I was filling it up. I thought nothing of it. One click of the old flint, and I went up like fucking Hiroshima. I was fully engulfed. I thought I was dead. Then I felt no pain. The fire just glimmered and moved around my skin. Once it reaches my wrist, the energy pulls it inside of me. My skin gets very tight. My eyes hurt. I can feel the force of the heat or the energy throughout my hands and feet. I stood up. I took a long look at all of them. They all looked back at me before I spoke again. I should be dead at least 10 times now, but I'm not, which means I have a purpose. Think about it, fellas. We could be heroes. We could be heroes. I say, smiling at all of them. Fuck that, man. I ain't got no powers except for my right hook, and I'll be damned if I believe another one of your lies. Brandon spoke as he set the heating oil back down on the shelf and made his way through the maze of junk back outside the door. I followed them outside, pleading and explaining. I tried to explain that I felt like I was born like this. As a small child, I used to touch candle flames and not have a mark on me. I once fell into a campfire in the Boy Scouts and rolled out with not so much as a first-degree burn. As I was speaking to Brandon and Richie, I never saw Kenny coming. Honestly, Kenny was so damn quiet, I forgot he was with us from time to time. I was in the middle of my speech about the first time I put my hand on a hot car engine when I smelled the strange odor and felt wet. I turned to see Kenny spraying me with all the remaining heating oil, flipping open his Zippo and lighting the flint. I was confused, and I smiled as he spoke. I'm tired of your fucking shit. You're always spreading lies. You caused me and Brandon to fight. He was yelling now, tears streaming down his face. He threw the lighter flame blazing out of my shirt. You can't fucking burn? Fucking prove it, Kenny screams. The fire engulfs me. I fall to my knees. I let out a roar. The neighbors stop riding their bikes and washing their cars. Old Lady Maxwell yells, "Fire!" as I light up like a sparkler on the 4th of July. I let them all get close. I close my eyes. I force the fire slowly into my wrists. I feel my skin tightening to my bones. I rise up from the ground, opening my eyes, and forcing some of the energy through my feet. My tennis shoes melt as I levitate above them all. Watching them from the streets, my friends run away from me, shouting "Monster." I knew what happened. The fire inside pushes me faster and faster up into the air, up into the clouds. My mind races. Could I be a hero? Or was I a monster? Time will tell, I think, as I soar through the clouds. The Midnight Nexus was created by Jacob Thornburg and Randal Woten. Story read by Randal W. Woten. For more of our fine programs, check out the Midnight Nexus homepage on Facebook.com. Give us a like, drop some comments in the comments below. Or don't.